Hello friends. Imagine this: the world's economy, the world's energy supply, and the daily lives of billions of people, depending on a sea route that is only 39 kilometers wide. A route that, if it were closed for just a few days, could cause gasoline and diesel prices to rise suddenly, could disrupt international trade, and could create economic turmoil across the world. It may sound like the plot of a movie, but it is real, and the name of that reality is the Strait of Hormuz, a waterway that most people in the world have never heard of, yet its importance is felt by the world's biggest cities, the largest industries, and the most powerful nations. So, why is this sea route so important? And why is it called one of the world's most critical energy routes? Let's find out. First, let's understand where exactly the Strait of Hormuz is located on the world map. If you look toward the Middle East, you will notice a narrow stretch of water. This is the Strait of Hormuz. This waterway connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman, and then onward to the Arabian Sea. To the north lies Iran, while to the south are Oman and the United Arab Emirates. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary sea passage, but in reality, it is one of the most important locations in the modern world. To understand the importance of the Strait of Hormuz, we must also understand the countries surrounding it. Along the shores of the Persian Gulf are Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates. These countries share one thing in common: oil and natural gas. They possess some of the largest oil reserves in the world, and these resources have made them extremely important to the global economy. But there is one problem. Most of their oil depends on a single route to reach the rest of the world, and that route is the Strait of Hormuz. Now let's understand why this waterway is called the world's oil highway. Many experts refer to the Strait of Hormuz as the oil highway of the world. Every day, hundreds of massive oil tankers pass through this waterway. The oil carried by these ships reaches India, China, Japan, South Korea, Europe, and many other parts of the world. Imagine if the movement of these ships suddenly stopped. How many countries could see their energy supplies affected? That is why this small sea route remains under the watchful eyes of the entire world. Now pause for a moment and think. Such a large portion of the world's economy depends on a route of what size? Hundreds of kilometers? Thousands of kilometers? No. At its narrowest point, the Strait of Hormuz is only about 39 kilometers wide, and the shipping lanes are even narrower, which means a single accident, a collision, or a military conflict could affect global trade. An enormous responsibility placed on such a small route. Perhaps that is exactly what makes it so important. The Strait of Hormuz is not only a center of trade, but has also witnessed many conflicts. During the 1980s, war broke out between Iran and Iraq. During this conflict, both countries began targeting each other's oil tankers. This period became known as the Tanker War. Countries around the world feared that oil supplies could be completely disrupted. At that time, international naval forces had to be deployed in the region to ensure the safety of commercial shipping. You may have noticed that the navies of the United States, the United Kingdom, and many other countries are frequently active in this region. The reason is very clear. If a major crisis occurs here, its impact could be felt across the entire world. That is why this is not merely a regional waterway. It has become a matter of global security. Now imagine for a moment, tomorrow morning, news channels around the world are broadcasting a breaking story. The Strait of Hormuz has been closed. The first consequence: could be a sharp increase in oil prices. Then, gasoline and diesel prices could rise. Airline operating costs could increase. Industries could be affected. And gradually, the impact could reach ordinary people. Many economists believe that the closure of this waterway could deliver a major shock to the global economy. Even today, the Strait of Hormuz remains one of the most sensitive maritime regions in the world. Rising tensions in the Middle East, regional conflicts, and the politics of global power balance frequently bring this waterway into the headlines. Whenever tensions increase between Iran, the Gulf states, or Western powers, the world's attention immediately turns toward the Strait of Hormuz, because experts fear that oil and gas supplies could be disrupted. For this reason, many of the world's major navies maintain a continuous presence in the region to ensure that commercial shipping remains safe. Even today, every single day, hundreds of commercial vessels and oil tankers pass through this route, and that is why this small waterway remains a key center of 21st century global politics. Experts believe that in the coming years, growing energy demand, regional conflicts, and competition among global powers could make the Strait of Hormuz even more important, because as long as the world remains dependent on oil and gas on this 39-kilometer wide passage, over time, several countries have built pipelines and alternative routes so that oil can be transported through other pathways if necessary. But even today, no alternative can fully replace the Strait of Hormuz, and that is why this waterway remains the heartbeat of the global energy system. Interestingly, most people in the world do not even know its name, yet their daily lives are connected to it in one way or another. Your car, your bus, your flight, and the machines that power countless industries all depend on oil that has, at some point, passed through the Strait of Hormuz. Just 39 kilometers, yet as important as the entire world. Just a sea route, yet capable of affecting the lives of billions. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important energy lifelines of the modern world, and perhaps that is why the world's greatest powers keep a constant watch on this small waterway. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like the video and tell us in the comments, what should our next documentary be about? The Suez Canal, the Panama Canal, the Malacca Strait, or perhaps North Sentinel Island? Until next time, with another fascinating documentary. Thank you for watching.